Uganda's new president was inspecting a newly delivered gun when he suddenly noticed one of his bodyguards flirting with his wife. Without hesitation, the president pulled the trigger and shot the guard dead. Mike, who had come there to make a weapons deal, was terrified. At that moment, he just wanted to leave Uganda alive. But when the president heard Mike saying this, he burst out laughing and gave him a massive order. He wanted huge shipments of weapons so he could spread chaos across the entire country. The next month, Mike began loading containers full of weapons to send to Uganda. But Interpol intercepted one of his ships and started tracking every vessel connected to him. Mike immediately told his staff to change the ship's name and put a Dutch flag on it. The problem was they only had a French flag, but Mike wasn't worried because the colors of the Dutch and French flags look very similar. When Interpol finally searched the ship, they found nothing suspicious. The containers appeared to be filled only with potatoes, while the weapons were cleverly hidden among them. Interpol couldn't find any weapons, and Mike escaped once again. The next time, to avoid Interpol, Mike decided to transport the weapons by airplane instead of ships. But even then, the US Air Force intercepted his plane and ordered him to land. At first, Mike ignored the command, but when the fighter jets started firing warning shots, he had no choice but to land. However, the place where he landed was outside US legal jurisdiction and was full of heavily armed gangs. Seeing this, Mike suddenly came up with an idea. He told everyone around him, "Take whatever weapons you want." That was all it took. Within minutes, the villagers looted nearly $1 billion worth of weapons. They even tore apart pieces of the plane itself. A few hours later, nothing was left except the empty skeleton of the aircraft. When the police finally arrived hours later, they couldn't find a single weapon. With no evidence left behind, they had no choice but to let Mike go. Follow us for more epic fantasy stories like this one.